Clearly your wolves do not account for my eradication, oh big pig petally thing. Hello everyone, my name's James. This is Final Blade. It is a sponsor for this week. We have them from time to time, but we always tell you up front because it's the right thing to do. Oh my god, look at it's all kicking off. How did someone like you join the Bloodsworn and come to care for their wolves? I am gonna find out. Humans can't be trusted. Whoa, that's a bum rap. I'm gonna skip this because it's a little bit plot heavy and carry on to the actual game itself. This is an idle action RPG in which you take control of a squad of, at the moment, 5 characters and a fairy, if you've upgraded them, in order to hack your way through basically legions and legions of doom. I'm going to move on to the next battle, which I'm approaching the boss for this stage. I've already rattled through the entire first 10 stages and I'm nearly coming to the end of the next 10. I've upgraded my squad a fair bit. And I'm going to walk you through some of the background stuff that goes on in the game. So, I'm not actually commanding every single one of these person's attacks, obviously, otherwise my fingers would be just jammering over the screen like a tapper. The idea is that they attack automatically and then you trigger certain special attacks. You can see we've got those ones that are charging over time and that second one's just gone pink. If I hit that, bam, super special attack that charges over even longer a period of time. Now, I'm running the battles at 2 times speed at the moment, so I'm whipping through it all fairly quickly. I do have the option to turn that off if I want to savor the violence. Or I can go full auto, because it's got those idle RPG type things. This is the kind of stuff that Rick over on Pocket Gamer really likes. These games that you can sit back and watch them play themselves to some degree, but you're in charge of the meta. So the idea is you spend more time kind of setting up the squad and equipping them and making sure they're all upgraded, the equipment is all upgraded, they're in the right formations, you're attached to the right clans and all that kind of stuff. And that way, when you walk into battle, you're prepared and ready to take down. So this is going to be the big boss fight of the region. I'm not putting it on auto because I quite like to be involved, and so the game gives you that option to actually, play stuff, which is something I personally appreciate. Full attack for you. Oh, next to, yep. You can see them waiting in a queue. It says next to here to be unleashed. Go on. There it is. White tiger paws. Or claws. One of those two. Here comes the boss. Blood Wolf Brutus. Alright then, buddy. What do you got to say for yourself? You managed to come all the way here. Quaha! It's not a JRPG if it doesn't have quaha ha 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 in it. He's called Blood Wolf Brutus. And they're going to say some stuff, and to be honest with you, I'm going to skip past it. I'm sure it's great, but I'm busy. Alright, full attack for this guy on the far left, treacherous spears in the face, and for you, my dear, as well, the wrathful storm, splendid, and you at the end there, tornado. Oh, it's all kicking off. We need to use all the specials on this guy because he's going to be a massive pain. I've also, in the far right-hand corner of the screen there, you can see I've got an additional power. That power allows me to do a bit of healing if I need to, once it is triggered and available. Originally I had a skull thing, which basically put a whole bunch of death skulls all over the battlefield, which was neat, but I've gone for a sort of defensive measure this time. The sheer volume of action on the screen is quite staggering. As you can see, it's just like everything's always kicking off all of the time. I've lost one of my characters. It's one of the first times I've actually had a character die mid-battle. That means it's serious. However, it's a victory in the end for the home team. Due to your ambition, if you were to find the sword and roam across the midworld, you will engage in constant battles and many of your Bloodsworn brothers will be lost, and even your life as well. Yeah, well, that'll teach you to try and start on me, won't it? Now let's see if that character stays dead. See, Victor took a killing there. I'm a bit concerned that might mean when I go back to the main screen, the main lobby, he's out of commission. However, we've got a lot of other enemies, I say enemies, allies, which we can mess with. So this is the main screen. If I go and have a look at, for example, my formation, we can take a look at the 5 characters in my squad, plus here are all the other characters I've unlocked so far. You can either choose directly to sort of put a character in and then swap them out for another character, but you can also hit this auto deploy button, which depending on what you've got, the game will choose the right formation for example, warriors, which tend to go up front, versus the likes of magic users, which will go behind the left-hand side of that there T. So I'm just going to auto deploy again to reset my formation to the right form. And then you can go into the characters themselves and upgrade them, mess with them as much as you like. So if I go over here, this hero character, I can enhance the heroes themselves, their stats, by using other characters or other cards to increase my chances of a successful level up. So for example, I've got 100% chance here if I use this one of upgrading and enhancing. So I can hit that, boom. Automatic success, +3 to yawn, and you can see the stats and power have all gone up. However, if I want to move on to a different character, say I want to enhance this character, who's already level 8, we can go in here, and I've run out of 100% characters, so I can maybe use these two 50% characters. Let's see if they work. It's a coin flip. Success on one. Will we get the other one? And the second one. That's actually quite good. Sometimes they fail, and what happens is the enhanced success rate goes up a little bit for next time, but you don't actually get the enhancement in question. You can also do this by upgrading skills as well, so I can level up each individual skill they have. That's dependent on their current level. And then the gear over here, I can also choose which gear to equip for each character. So this person, again, I can just choose an individual item and see if I want to pop it down there, equip, there we go, or I can just auto-equip. And the game will choose which gear is best for each character. They're all full up there. I can just run through this. So you see, it gives you the option to kind of be as granular and choose as many individual things as you want, or you can just go, you know what, choose what's best for me, and the game will also do that as well. I'm going to receive all my gifts because I keep collecting loads of stuff and accumulating things. I've got a bag full of gear here, which are items I can either unlock or upgrade individually. This little token bottle thing here, if I use that, that'll actually give me access to new heroes. So if I give that a wee swipe, I'll unlock a new hero, a strong Mangus. Fair enough. You can also purchase heroes from the store, obviously, and every, I think, day they give you access to a certain amount. So if I want to choose 10 heroes, I can just pay 2,000 of these little, that figure 9 with blue, and it basically unlocks 9 different special characters. I'm not going to go through every one of them, I'll just hit open all. There we go. So now I've got all these guys to work with, and I can completely swap out my squad with all those new characters if I want to, or I can use those characters to upgrade existing ones, can treat them like disposable cards. That's the way to do it if you want to. If I go to the main adventure on the far right here, we're in the new world. So I've already fought my way through the mountain and the temple Wumbi, and I can now dive into the ghost village and take a run at this guy as well. As I mentioned, you've got clans which you can join or create if you want to. So you can get little boosts and bonuses for completing certain missions. There are also other missions which you can use beyond the main adventure quests. There's really quite a lot going on, as you probably gathered from my slightly breathless description of it all. But this is what I mean when the action part of the game is only like a section of it. A lot of it is about choosing the right layouts, the right characters, making sure you've got the right gear equipped. When I mentioned the likes of formations, for example, you can buy new formations. You can upgrade those so you have different options for the layout of your squad available, as well as different people to put in your squad. So there's quite a lot of stuff to experiment with. One thing it doesn't scrimp on is the sheer amount of violence, numbers, colours and action going on the screen. It is a frenetic looking game. Look at all this. Proper drama. And it's one of those things that if you are into the idle side of it, i.e. I can just hit auto right now and it can play itself. So all I need to do is sort of sit back and watch all the pretty colours play out. So if you're into that thing, perfect for you. But equally, if you, like me, want to actually engage and choose when to trigger the special attacks and who to use first and all that business, you can play it yourself, and that's the route which I would choose to go. So the name is Final Blade. It was available in Canada when I initially downloaded this, but it should be available right now on your iPhone, iPad and Android device if you want to grab it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.